Welcome back to episode 2 of D&Disfornerds presents Rime of the Frostmaiden. Friss, you're running towards that scream in the main room. Well, the main room. The room with the crashed ship.
The boat room.
The boat room.
I'll send the scream to the boat room, will you?
I'll meet you at the boat room, it's fine.
You arrive. You were the first one to see. No one else has come with you, so that's probably bad for you. You see the tabaxi, Tips of Toes, and the kobold Mealy are still there. Mealy is on the ground, lying down. Tips of Toes is over them and looks up at you with panic in his eyes. You do not see the Goliath.
Where's the Goliath?
Oh my god, what are you going to do?
Tips of Toes points towards the ledge, that 20-foot drop.
That doesn't just...
Dead?
No, something grabbed them.
Is there anything I can do for Tips of Toes?
You rush over. Tips of Toes, their throat is torn open and blood is gurgling out of it. When you touch it, you immediately feel...
What?
You feel a connection to the blood. You understand what has happened, even if Tips of Toes does not.
What's happened?
There is...
Gotta chase them screams, you know.
This Mealy is not long for this world. Immediately, I think, it's not that hard to check. Mealy is not long for this world, but there is something in the blood, Friss, and you know when you see your own.
Aye?
That's all. And Mealy turns to look at Tips of Toes, and you see, actually, one more thing, right before Mealy dies. Mealy has a contorted look of rage at Tips of Toes, is furious at Tips of Toes, and then gurgles out, "Brava," and dies.
Brother.
Did he...
Tips of Toes stands up straight.
Cross out.
My
Tips of Toes looks very suspicious.
Suspicious of me?
No, just suspicious.
Oh, I'm suspicious of him.
He's been caught. Yeah, he's been caught in the act. That brother that was a revealing of something, and Tips of Toes is worried.
Come here.
Oh my god.
Tips of Toes. No one. Either of you?
No.
You're staying where you are.
Investigating the.
We're still arguing at the.
Well, I was
fork in the
investigating where the person got grabbed, but if there's nothing going on, then we'll mosey on back over. But
Tips of Toes looks past you to how you two are now alone. All right. Tips of Toes takes a step forward, and then you arrive.
Right. Well, I had a knowledge arcana go on that wall, Adam.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
How magic's that wall?
Yeah, how magic that wall?
You detect no magic.
Right. Well, it wasn't any illusion.
Well, it must have been something.
Yeah, what's this then?
Perhaps the snow was playing tricks with your mind, says Tempest.
Maybe whatever the
yeah.
creature is gets so hot that it melts the ice.
You're a damn fool.
Excuse me?
You're a damn fool.
I'm just voicing my opinion. There's no bad ideas in a brainstorm.
That's fair enough. Well, you two didn't see it either, did you? It was just us and Frissa?
Yep, you're the only two who
You
saw
didn't
it.
see the dead body? Yeah, so strange. Yeah, well, probably
Well,
should
the only
invest-
three.
I mean, did it grab here? And then we probably should check.
Ice madness, who can say?
Yeah,
All
well-
I know for sure is that this is not the way out.
That's fair.
I'll turn around and go back to the fork.
Yeah, we'll go to the boat.
Oh, you can
'Cause
go to
there-
the boat.
well, there
I'm
was
trying
that
to figure out this fork.
There's that scream.
Yeah.
You are staying on your own?
Yeah, sure.
All right, everyone else is heading back towards the... No, actually, you're going on your own.
Right.
Mamma mia.
You okay with that?
Yes.
All right.
Get
Well,
back to
you
the boat.
arrive, and you can see Tips of Toes and Friss are standing near each other. You can see that Tips of Toes' claws are bared, but you can't make necessarily much of that. Also, you see the prone form of Mealy.
Maybe you have that thought, are their claws always out? Or can they retract them? What's the go there?
I'll just cough.
Tips of Toes takes a step back.
Um,
And Hazelnut, you smell blood in the air, and it brings back memories.
right. Right.
What?
So, what happened to... What's going on?
Do we pick up
A
the
creature came and attacked the kobold, then dragged the Goliath away. He gestures towards where the drop is.
It's a pretty big creature.
Yes.
It was four-legged.
Right. And what happened? What happened? Just ripped...
It attacked Mealy, and Mealy is dead now.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I did not know him very well.
Yeah. I thought you seemed to...
Interesting.
Tips of Toes glances at you, Friss. No, we came together, but we just bumped into each other in the maze. We did not know each other.
You're right. Yes.
Really, you seemed like brothers.
We were not.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in the same way you and I could be brothers.
We were not.
What kind of...
Into the cave.
What are you doing at the intersection?
I'm here with Yemcast, Flint, and Tempeste, yeah?
Yep.
Well, I'm not magically inclined myself, but it's clear to me that any kind of breeze within the cave is probably magical in nature. So, my question to all of you is, does anybody know what this breeze might be, or what might be causing it? And if it is sort of safe, if that might be the direction we head in. Or that will be the direction we head in, I suppose.
If and it's magical, it might be worth checking out. That seems like a good idea.
Okay.
You should lead the way.
Does that seem like a good idea?
It does. Well, you are physically stronger than
I'm a mountain of a
Tempeste.
man. It's true.
Yeah.
Well, Tempeste, great idea.
And then I'll head toward the breeze.
All right. With you leading the way.
Typically, I am suspicious of magic, but your kind face and calm voice have made it seem like a wonderful suggestion.
I get that a lot.
Well, I can
Tempeste
see
says.
why. You're a little ray of sunshine, Tempeste.
And then I'll follow the breeze.
Tempeste does seem like a little ray
Yeah,
of
he's
sunshine.
lovely.
Yeah. You head towards a just like another dead end. There's nothing here.
Well, Tempeste, you fucked us, but that's okay.
There's also no obvious source. By the time you get here, the sound is dissipated, but there's no obvious source for the sound.
Well, perhaps it was like the corpse that I think I saw, more ice madness. Shall we about face?
I'll gesture that we head back in the direction we came from.
Yeah, I think we should.
Seems like a great idea.
Seems like a great idea.
I'll ruffle his hair as I go past, which is demeaning, but...
If you pass the best player token
Why?
to Zammit.
What? Why? Why did I lose it?
I haven't even done anything yet.
What did I do?
This is nice.
I think the listeners will know.
Okay.
You all reconvene back in the boat room. You can see that there is an obvious tension on the people there.
Do I notice that somebody's
Oh,
missing?
yes, of course. You notice that the Goliath is missing and Mealy's now somewhat frozen corpse is lying in the snow.
I similarly inquire as to what happened.
The snow brings back... The blood brings back memories for you too.
Is it noticeable when these guys go on their little mind palaces and just wander down Blood Lane?
Take a merry little stroll, you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All three of you recognize like that this corpse is affecting each of you. It doesn't feel like in the same way. So you don't think that your secret is necessarily someone else's secret. But all three of you can tell that there is an effect that this corpse is having on the group.
For me, it manifests in a kind of subtle snarl, like that kind of thing. You know? That's how that's what you're seeing on my face.
For me, it might just be like running, like playing with a tooth, with the tongue kind of thing. Just like
And you, now, if you'll recall, it's not the smell of blood necessarily,
Some other.
but it's
confusing
something else.
I gently close my eyes and act like you know when you're trying to will away a headache?
Oh, yeah.
It's coming on, you just...
well,
After that little brief moment we're all staring at each other like that, I'd like to rush over and look down the pit.
You look down in the pit, and sure enough, you can see there's like drag marks through the snow and ice, and then leaning up against one of those stone structures is what's left of the Goliath. Her head is like far askew.
Does she look like she's been eaten?
Yeah, something has been eating at her. As you watch, her body like kind of starts moving and jerking.
Do I think she's maybe still alive?
It's
What does it look like?
impossible to tell.
Well, I'm a mountain man, a trapper. I've been in situations like this. I'd like to pull out my bow, and I'll put her out of her misery. And as I do, I'd like to explain, like one might put a buck or a bear that has found itself in a trap and not instantly killed. It's better to put them out of their suffering than to leave them in such obvious pain.
How far down's the hole? Is it a deep hole?
It's like 10 feet.
It's a 20-foot drop, so it would be painful to just jump it, but you could try climbing down. You strike with your short bow, dealing... Oh, you have a... No, that's a long sword. Yeah, you strike with your short bow, and you deal 9 points of damage, striking Krissa in her head, what's kind of left of it. She continues to jerk.
Well, I'd like to stand up, and maybe as I do, put my hands on my
Yes.
back like I'm cracking my back. It appears I was mistaken and something far worse is happening.
I'm gonna.
I step back. I implore you all to investigate.
I'd run over to the hole and have a look in. Does
You
it?
see the drag marks, you see Krissa, and you see the arrow lodged squarely in her head.
Does it? Do I think I know what's happening right now?
Oh, you don't think. You know what is about to happen.
Everybody needs to get away, and everyone needs to get away very quickly.
I want to, at that, while you're saying that, be inspecting the body of the kobold. Of what?
Step away.
All right.
You might want to destroy the corpse now. You don't want competition.
What's going on?
I think that this kobold is about to suffer the same fate as our friend down here.
The kobold doesn't look like it's happening. It looks like they died too quickly, but Krissa did not die too
What's
quickly.
going on?
Oh, okay. So that's
So
Chris's
Krissa is about to become competition, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you don't.
two
You've
didn't
not,
I don't
you've
hear
not
that.
heard about
No,
competition.
So you said go back. I'm like, from the kobold? What's...
Well, no, you know what? I know something doohickeys happening
Yes.
here. I am going to get back.
Yeah, I'll step back. What?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Understood,
been-
ma'am. Sure.
I've been traveling around the outskirts of town for a while, and in my druidic practices, I have come across some very nasty parasites. You do not wish to encounter them, and I will be destroying the body immediately. Step away.
I've stepped away.
That is a definite check.
What?
Neither of you have the neither of you had the know-how to correct Friss here, but both of you do not believe her.
Can I...
She definitely is saying, she's stating something that could be true, but neither of you had the expertise
Can I
to
try
debunk
to
it.
reason, given that I also live in the wilderness,
Yeah.
as to what parasite she's referring to?
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
sure,
I think
absolutely.
Jackson knows, but does Buck?
Yeah, you could absolutely think of several parasites that she could be talking about.
Okay. Okay. So it's not unreasonable for me to maybe under my breath just whisper the word slod and take several steps back. And then knowing that, can I gauge? Because obviously I know what slots do. Can I gauge how Cass is looking?
Friss looks healthy.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
We're going to need all the help we can get. That's a
Healthy,
good
but
thing.
maybe afraid. Friss is like, yeah, like, oh, actually, when I said healthy, that's probably not completely accurate. Friss definitely looks like pallid.
I guess the
Like,
question is, Adam, how far along is she?
she could be quite far along.
Right.
What trimester?
Both Hazelnut
by the
and
way-
Zammit are very confused right now.
I would recommend
This face.
Moonbeam as a spell.
Oh, I was definitely going to hit them with...
Do you need help?
No, I think it would be best if you stayed away. This spell is going to be quite powerful and very effective.
Right, Tio. What do you like lock eyes with Buck?
My eyes are wild. I imagine one's drifting.
You could even, if you wanted to be like certain, you could use it at a higher level as well.
I want to look over at tips of toes. Right.
Yes, I think...
While
I'm
everyone's distracted, and everyone is quite distracted by the Goliath, Hazelnut, you see an opportunity with the kobold.
What the?
What does that mean? Eh?
No, not.
It's a powerful urge, but you can try to resist it if you want.
I'll maybe sneak a bit.
All right.
Oh, it's all coming to light now, isn't it?
Yeah, hungry for kobold, are you?
Need a little snack, do you?
If needs must.
Okay.
Do needs must?
Well, look.
I don't see any need. I don't see a must.
I haven't got no rations, do you?
Okay.
While everyone is doing their own thing, you crouch down and you don't eat, but you do what you need to do.
What the happening?
Would you like to roll to conceal the results?
120.
The results.
Hang on, that was cocked. All right. You come back up, your hands are bloody, but you manage to wipe them on the snow where there was already blood. You've hidden it.
Great, thank you.
You've hidden what you've done.
Thank you. While I've been there, also, could I perhaps have had a look at the wound to see if it was like a claw mark or a bite mark? Like, was it a tabaxi ripping out a throat?
You are not, once again,
doctor.
with the slash from before, you're not a doctor. You don't know 100%. But it's claw marks, definitely. Claw marks and bite marks. Mm-hmm. You think the tabaxi would have had to have been as good as you are at concealing what they did.
Right. Okay.
But it is possible.
Okay.
What is going on?
All right. Do you cast Moonbeam?
I would like to stand at the... Am I able to climb down into the hole and cast Moonbeam in the hole?
Yeah, you can climb down in, yeah.
Yeah,
it might be
I'll
hard
do
to get
that.
out, though.
I've got rope here.
I don't know if it's in your equipment.
Yeah, I've got rope.
I got rope.
How are you going to secure it?
Tie it to the boat.
The rope's not that long. The boat's not that close.
I know what's going on.
Well, then-
Ma'am, I am quite strong. Give me the other end of the rope.
Do you know I've clued in? This is a tense moment.
I wouldn't trust you anyway.
Well, all right then. I'm just offering my services.
No, thank you. I see that you are quite strong, but I would like to do this myself
is
because I
it-
do not want anyone to get caught in the crossfire.
I throw up my hands. By all means.
Do we just need to destroy the corpse?
I just cast Moonbeam at 3rd level.
All right. You cast it from where you are. A pillar of light strikes the corpse, and it is smeared across the ground. The Goliath is no more. You have definitely... You're the only one left. Well, actually, you're not the only one left, but that's another matter.
I'm going to turn around and say, well, we may as well clean everything up. And I try and grab the kobold to throw the kobold in the pit.
No one resists you. You're finished.
You've done whatever it is you did.
When I get to the edge of the pit, are people still looking at me?
All right. So
What is going on?
I've never not stopped looking at you. I did for a bit,
when
but
you
never
go back,
not.
when you go back to pick up the kobold, you heft it over. Nothing untoward. You notice that someone has mixed up with the corpse. There are parts missing. More is missing than it was before, but it doesn't look like it was necessarily eaten. There are just parts missing.
Can I quickly scan the group, or can I recall back that I saw Hazelnut bend over it?
Hazelnut would have been the only one who had the opportunity. Oh, actually, yeah, Hazelnut would have been the only one who had the opportunity to do this out of eyesight.
All I'm gonna do is put that in my mind with what I know about casts. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna act on it, but I know it.
And I don't clock any of that?
No.
Not even when I do what I
You're
need to do?
pretty busy right now. You're
Yeah.
holding the corpse as well.
But there's something I'd like to do.
Oh, what do you want to do?
What is going on?
Do you...
Well, if I'm hoisting the corpse over my
Yeah.
shoulder...
Oh, you're just having a quick one?
Just...
Oh my god!
If people are looking, I'm not going to. I'm not crazy.
I am looking like a hawk at the two of you.
Well, if they're looking like
All right,
hawks...
So. They are currently focused on each other. Tips of Toes and Tempeste are probably still staring at the smeared corpse, and there's no one else. You could...
Can I have a quick one?
You absolutely could try, yes. You'd have to make a stealth check.
I don't know what this is.
I have to make a
I
stealth
thought I
check.
You'd have to make a
understood it, and I
stealth
think
check.
I understand most of it, but this
Okay.
bit has thrown me
Just like
a lot.
You could.
parasite.
Yep.
All right, you're going to have a quick one?
I'm going to have a quick one. Un petit.
A parasite.
Oh, you rolled low.
Oh no. Oh, but I don't know what I'm saying oh no for.
All right, so imagine this is the setup, all right?
Done.
You two staring at each other
Yes.
while Friss takes the corpse and is throwing it into the hole. Hazelnut, you see, as right before it happens,
Well, it almost appears as though Friss is giving a little kiss to a bit of a tum.
Uh-huh.
Friss kisses the tum,
What is happening?
Yes.
and you hear, you definitely make a noise. What do you hear?
And then it's almost as though Friss was to then give a little raspberry to the clothing around the tum.
You might see my eyes do this. I don't then say anything.
And then the corpse goes in the bin with the other corpse.
The bin.
The moon
in
bin,
the
I am
bin.
aware, yeah.
Moon bin.
The moon
Yes.
bin where we throw out all of our
Our corpses.
secrets.
And I don't notice anything about the corpse as I do what needs to be done
No.
for my quick one.
You look back, so you throw the corpse out, or actually, no, that's fair. So hang on, let me roll for each of you. So
So much going on.
Okay, right.
are you trying to hide that you saw this?
I'll.
Smart.
Ish. Yes, to be honest, I don't know what I'm dealing with. So, of
All right.
course, just a.
Hazelnut looks fine. Flint, no, sorry,
Buck?
Buck was facing away from you. Tips of Toes, Tempeste, and Flint were all also kind of like either facing away or not looking at you.
Right.
Okay.
You are the first one to notice the elf isn't here anymore. Yenkas. Your head hurts.
Right.
Why?
Your head hurts. You thinking about Yenkas makes your head hurt.
Okay, I dump the body.
Yeah. Great.
Where did the elf go?
Both of your heads hurt. You don't remember coming here with an elf.
I think we came here. He's a
Um,
half elf.
You're an elf, yes?
Yeah.
Now do I remember Yenkas?
No, you actually forget Yenkas.
Point is,
You mean
that tunnel that we went through took us nowhere important. So let's pick another one.
Sure.
I think to myself
Can
that I
we-
must have seen my own reflection in all the glaciers.
Perhaps.
All right. What are you doing with the other corpse?
What other corpse?
The elf lying by the ship.
Corpses are piling up. Time for Buck to get moving. All right,
What?
I'm gonna pick one of the corridors and just march down.
I'll
it.
go put that corpse with the other corpses.
Sorry,
As you
there
pick up the corpse, you see, you didn't realize this before when you were looking at the corpse next to Mealy, but its mouth is like torn open. Its eyes have just been torn out and there's blood coming out of its ears.
Does this
who
look
was
like
this?
some sort of brethren to me?
No, you don't look related. You don't know this person.
I don't smell any familiarities.
No, you definitely don't smell any familiarities.
Did we? Who was this? Is the blood warm? Is
Your
it-
head hurts.
If
You
if
have
I,
like a compound migraine trying to think of that.
they
do
were here
anyone-
the whole time, maybe. Does that hurt to think about?
Yeah, the more you think about this, who this corpse was, the more it
I've
hurts.
moved on.
Whatever this.
Yeah, plus the best player token.
Yeah, I'm back, baby. It feels good to be
throw
back.
it.
I'm so sorry. Careful. Whatever's going on, that corpse is giving me a very, very big headache.
Perhaps we should move on, Tempeste says, also rubbing his head.
Does it sound great?
What does it look like happened?
No, that sounds like a good idea.
Is everyone else, is anyone not having a headache?
Everyone seems to be.
Tempeste is a beautiful little angel.
I know.
Friss,
Yeah.
you notice that Tempeste is definitely faking a headache. He's looking at all of you with your headaches and he's like, yeah, it hurts.
I grab my scimitar out and flick it around to underneath his neck, and I say, "Talk."
Once again, Tempeste does not seem intimidated. He takes a step back.
I'd like to stand in front of Tempeste.
Does it not seem strange that this man does not fear death?
Well,
I mean,
perhaps he has
And
no need to.
he doesn't feel pain the way we do when we think about.
How do you know he's rubbing his head same
His
as
pain
you?
seemed genuine.
yeah, well, I think perhaps the snow is.
The amount
don't
of
we-
corpses piling up has driven us crazy.
Well, how many
Why
grains of sand in a pile?
Why don't we?
You can always add more.
I'm so sorry, Tempeste. I don't know why she's. Why don't we just
Forgive her,
put,
Tempeste.
put the? Well, she does. She knows not what she does.
Everyone falling in love with Tempeste.
Perhaps we should just put away the scimitar. Perhaps there's already been so many.
Perhaps we should put away this body.
Perhaps, I say to you, we don't want anything to come out
Yes.
of any kind
Tempeste.
of disagreement. And I would like to try and impress upon you that I say that with a knowing look. Because I know what you did and what is going on.
He's giving you a look like
Yeah.
you know about as much as you do currently. You like cast it. He's giving you a look like, I know what's happening, and you're like, what?
We don't want anything to come to light from a disagreement.
Ooh, from that line, you think he knows what you are.
Well, then I would tread lightly, wouldn't I?
She weirdly threatened you.
Ma'am, you know nothing about me.
You think that's really strange. Why would she threaten you?
Look, I'd like to I imagine I was kind of, because I had to protect Tempeste, I was squatting down.
Yeah, you had to.
Yeah.
I'd like to rise up.
Tempeste's beautiful, and we
Yeah, of
must
course.
preserve him.
I've
Yeah.
got to protect Tempeste with my life. We're going to get nothing solved bickering in a cave.
Look. It's a good point. I want to cast friends.
Yes, we should. The six of us should move on.
Right.
Says Tips of Toes.
Tips of Toes is right.
That is correct. I want to see what Friss is doing. What's she gonna do? You're putting away the scimitar?
I put away the scimitar,
We do not need to have 3 corpses on our hands.
but there wouldn't be harm in it.
Well, there would, because that would mean more deaths.
Not
Tally
for
ho.
you.
All right, I'm going to start walking.
Big fan of no one doing the numbers right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, 6 was too many.
Yeah,
6 was too few.
I'm
yeah.
trying, I'm
What?
just
Hang
trying
on.
not to think
Hang
about
on.
it, Adam.
Hang on.
I got 2
There's
goals
7.
in life. Get out of the cave, protect Tempeste with my life.
Yeah.
Can we do a head count?
All right, you look around. You count the 3 of you
us,
here.
yes.
Yeah.
Tips
You
of
count
toes.
Tips of Toes.
Yeah.
And you count Tempeste.
Yeah. Where's Flint?
Who? Your head hurts.
Who could you possibly mean?
Do we?
Like a mountain. Oh, I was probably thinking of you.
There's a howling from deeper in the caves.
Right.
Time to mosey.
You recognize this howling from before.
It's the same thing that got our good friends.
When we do a head count
Yeah.
There's 6 of
and
us.
there's one missing,
Yeah.
and my head hurts,
Yeah.
am I like, wait, my head hurts again?
Yeah, you look over where the 2 corpses are of the elf and the human.
And I know that's not right?
It's hard to tell.
But it hurts.
It hurts to think about.
And I know, do I remember the pain from before? Do I remember having this sensation a minute ago?
Yeah, you remember? Yeah, you got a headache.
And if I look over at Tempeste,
You have, for a brief, terrifying moment, because you are so insistent on it, you have an awful, awful vision. What is that vision? What is hunting them? What is the other thing that is hunting them? What are their many myriad secrets? Find out next time on D&Disfornerds presents Rime of the Frostmaiden.
I'm scared.
oh god.